If you're over 60, here's something you need to hear. Every single decision you make, from what's on your plate, to how many hours you sleep, to whether you sit or stand during the day, directly impacts your heart. But what if I told you there's one habit you're doing every single day, a habit so ordinary, so routine, that it could be silently damaging your heart, pushing it toward failure, and you don't even know it? As a heart doctor, I've seen it too many times. Seniors walk into my clinic for a routine checkup, feeling fine, no pain, no red flags, but they leave shocked with a diagnosis of high blood pressure, clogged arteries, or in the worst cases, dangerously close to a heart attack. The saddest part, most of them didn't even realize they were making mistakes. This video is a wake-up call and a lifesaver, because it's not just about fast food or missing workouts. It's about the everyday habits you repeat without thinking. Simple actions that over time wear down your heart and increase your risk of heart failure, stroke, or sudden death. But here's the good news. Every single one of these habits is fixable. In this video, I'm going to expose the 10 most dangerous daily habits silently hurting your heart, starting with number 10 and working up to number 1, which is the most common and most destructive habit I see in my patients almost every day. So please watch this till the very end. It could add years to your life and life to your years. Habit 10, skipping daily walks or exercise. Let's start with something incredibly simple and incredibly powerful. If you're over 60 and not moving your body daily, you're setting yourself up for heart trouble. One of the biggest and most common mistakes I see seniors spending the majority of the day sitting, watching TV, reading, or lying in bed. Now, I'm not asking you to join a gym or run marathons. I'm not even asking you to break a sweat. I'm simply asking you to walk. Just 30 minutes of walking at your own pace can reduce your risk of a heart attack by nearly 50%. When you're inactive, blood flow slows down. Fat begins to collect inside your arteries. Your heart has to work harder and blood pressure rises. Over weeks, months, and years, this leads to a weakened heart, poor circulation, and eventually stroke, heart failure, or worse. But walking keeps your arteries flexible, lowers your stress, supports healthy blood sugar and cholesterol levels, and improves oxygen flow to your brain. It's free. It requires no fancy shoes or equipment, just your body and the willingness to move. Start with 15 minutes in the morning and 15 minutes in the evening. Make it a habit. It could be the most valuable medicine your heart ever receives. Don't wait for chest pain to be your alarm clock. Prevention starts with one step and then another. Habit 9, eating too much salt. Here's a hidden danger most seniors never notice: salt. Yes, the salt you sprinkle on your food plays a role, but the real threat, the hidden salt found in everyday foods like canned soups, breads, pickles, sauces, frozen meals, and salty snacks like chips and crackers. Too much sodium causes your body to retain water, which increases blood volume and puts pressure on your arteries. This leads to high blood pressure, also known as the silent killer. Why silent? Because you won't feel it until the damage is done. I've seen patients walk into my office with no symptoms and leave diagnosed with severe hypertension, heart failure, or kidney damage, all because of salty habits. If you're over 60, your sodium needs drop dramatically. You should aim for no more than 1,500 milligrams per day. That's less than 1 teaspoon. So what can you do? Read food labels. Look for low sodium options. Cook at home using lemon juice, garlic, herbs, and spices instead of salt. Avoid processed meals and salty snacks. Switch to unsalted versions of nuts and popcorn and butter. And here's a fun fact: your taste buds adjust. Within 2 weeks of eating less salt, your food will taste just as flavorful and your heart will function better. Cut the salt before it quietly shortens your life. Habit 8, starting the day with greasy or processed breakfast. Let's talk about breakfast, the most important meal of the day, and for many seniors, the most dangerous. Think about it. What's your typical breakfast? Bacon, buttered toast, fried eggs, sugary cereals, sausage and gravy, maybe a rich, creamy cup of coffee. It may be delicious, but it's a heart attack on a plate. These foods are loaded with saturated fats, trans fats, and refined sugars. They raise cholesterol, spike blood pressure, and trigger inflammation inside your blood vessels. Here's what most people don't know. Heart attacks are most common in the morning and often happen after a heavy, fatty breakfast. Why? Because your blood is naturally thicker in the morning, and adding fat makes it even harder for your heart to pump. Your body, especially after 60, can no longer handle that kind of strain first thing in the morning. So what should you eat instead? Oatmeal with berries, boiled eggs or egg whites, avocado on whole grain toast, Greek yogurt with chia seeds, fruit smoothies with almond milk. These meals nourish your body, support your arteries, and give you lasting energy without overloading your heart. Your first meal sets the tone for your entire day and your heart health. Make it count. Habit 7. Drinking alcohol regularly. You've probably heard it before. A glass of red wine is good for the heart. But here's the truth that rarely gets talked about for seniors. That advice can be dangerously misleading. After 60, your liver processes alcohol more slowly. Your heart becomes more sensitive. And even one or two drinks can cause your blood pressure to spike, trigger irregular heartbeats, and increase your risk of stroke or heart failure. As a heart doctor, I've seen patients develop serious heart issues, including atrial fibrillation and cardiomyopathy from what they thought was moderate drinking. And for those already on medications for blood pressure, cholesterol, or diabetes, alcohol can interfere with their effects, making your treatments less effective or even risky. Many seniors turn to alcohol to relax or fall asleep. But here's the twist. Alcohol disrupts your natural sleep cycles and raises your nighttime blood pressure, the very time your heart is supposed to be resting and recovering. If you already have heart disease, the risks skyrocket. I always recommend cutting alcohol out completely. But if you must drink, keep it to no more than one drink per day and not every day. Your heart will beat stronger, your sleep will improve, and your energy will return. Alcohol might seem like a quick fix for stress, but it's a slow toxin for your heart. Don't let today's glass turn into tomorrow's regret. Habit 6. Bottling up stress or anger. What's one thing many older adults do every day that silently damages their heart, holding in stress, anger, or sadness? We've all been taught that staying calm, quiet, and composed is a sign of strength. But bottling up your emotions, especially after 60, can be a silent killer. When you suppress emotions, your body doesn't ignore them. Instead, it responds by releasing stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. These chemicals tighten your blood vessels, raise your heart rate, and send your blood pressure soaring. Over time, this leads to heart attacks, strokes, and even sudden cardiac events. I've seen patients who had perfect diets, exercised regularly, and took all the right supplements, but still suffered heart disease because they lived with constant emotional tension. Maybe it's financial worries. Maybe it's loneliness. Maybe it's carrying years of unspoken grief. Whatever the reason, the result is the same. The more you bottle it up, the more pressure builds on your heart. So what can you do? Talk to someone you trust, a friend, a counselor, or a support group. Try deep breathing exercises or daily journaling. Take 10 minutes each morning to meditate or sit quietly. Laugh, cry, sing, express. Your heart is not just a muscle, it feels what your mind holds. Peace is powerful medicine. The more you release your emotions in healthy ways, the longer and stronger your heart will beat. Habit 5. Ignoring sleep apnea or loud snoring. Snoring might be something people joke about, but for seniors, it could be the sound of your heart struggling to survive. Sleep apnea is a condition where your breathing repeatedly stops and starts during sleep. It's shockingly common in older adults and often goes undiagnosed. Many people don't even know they have it. They just feel tired during the day, wake up with headaches, or find it hard to concentrate. But here's the dangerous part. Sleep apnea causes oxygen levels to drop repeatedly throughout the night. This puts enormous stress on your heart, raises blood pressure, triggers irregular heart rhythms, and increases the risk of heart attack and sudden cardiac death. If your partner says you snore loudly, gasp for air, or seem to stop breathing during sleep, it's time to take it seriously. Ask your doctor about a sleep study. It can be done at home or in a clinic, and it could save your life. The good news, treatments like CPAP machines, custom mouthpieces, or lifestyle changes can drastically improve your sleep and protect your heart overnight. Sleep isn't just about rest, it's when your body repairs. And your heart needs that time to heal. Don't ignore the signs. Fix your sleep, and your heart will finally rest too. Habit 4. Smoking or inhaling secondhand smoke. By now, we all know that smoking is bad for your lungs. But did you know that it may be even more dangerous for your heart? Smoking directly damages the inner lining of your arteries, making them sticky and prone to plaque buildup. It causes inflammation, narrows your blood vessels, and increases your risk of heart attack, stroke, and sudden death. And even if you've never smoked secondhand, smoke can still harm you. I've had patients who never picked up a cigarette but lived with someone who did and ended up with blocked arteries and high blood pressure. There is no safe level of exposure. Even one cigarette a day can be deadly. And don't be fooled by light cigarettes or vaping. They carry many of the same cardiovascular risks. Here's the hopeful part: quitting smoking even after 40 years works. Within weeks, your circulation improves. Within months, your heart starts to recover. It's never too late. So if you're still smoking, please talk to your doctor. Use nicotine patches, join a support group, try medication or behavioral therapy. There are more resources than ever to help you succeed. Every puff of smoke is a punch to your heart. The most powerful thing you can say today: I quit. Your heart will start healing the very next day. Habit 3, using phones or watching TV. Late at night, you might think winding down with your favorite show or scrolling on your phone in bed is harmless, maybe even relaxing. But what you don't see is how it's silently wrecking your heart overnight. The blue light from phones, tablets, and televisions interferes with your body's melatonin production, the hormone that tells your brain it's time to sleep. Without enough melatonin, your sleep becomes shallow, fragmented, and far less restorative. Poor sleep doesn't just make you tired, it puts your heart under constant stress. It leads to higher nighttime blood pressure, increased insulin resistance, and inflammation, all of which raise your risk of heart disease. What's worse, this often becomes a cycle. Poor sleep leads to more stress and fatigue, which leads to late night screen time again, all while your heart struggles to keep up. Here's how to break the habit. Turn off all screens at least 1 hour before bed. Use blue light filters if you must use devices. Create a calming bedtime routine. Read a book, stretch, or listen to soft music. Keep your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet. Your body heals while you sleep. Let your heart rest fully by giving it the darkness, quiet, and rhythm it needs. Habit 2, eating fast food or fried snacks. Frequently, fast food is everywhere. It's quick, cheap, and tempting, especially when you're tired or on the go. But if you're over 60, reaching for that burger, samosa, or packet of fries may be one of the most dangerous choices you can make for your heart. These meals are loaded with trans fats, saturated fats, and excess sodium, the perfect storm for heart disease. With each bite, you're feeding inflammation, raising your cholesterol, thickening your blood, and straining your arteries. It might feel like just one meal, but day after day, week after week, it all adds up. As a heart doctor, I've seen countless heart attacks triggered not by one massive event, but by years of daily habits that seemed harmless. Arteries become stiff, clogged, and narrowed. Blood struggles to flow. Your heart works harder and harder until one day it simply can't keep up. And here's the kicker. As you age, your metabolism slows, your recovery time increases, and your heart becomes more vulnerable to damage. Fast food might offer convenience, but it offers zero nutrition, only damage. Every fried snack, every greasy meal is like pouring sludge into your arteries. The good news? There are simple swaps. Choose baked, grilled, or boiled meals instead of fried. Snack on raw nuts, fruits, or homemade veggie soups. Try air frying instead of deep frying for the texture you love without the danger. And remember this: what you eat becomes your blood. If your food is oily, so is your bloodstream. Thick, greasy blood clogs arteries, and a clogged artery is just one step away from a heart attack. Don't let convenience cost you your heart. Say goodbye to fried temptations and give your heart the nourishment it needs to thrive. Habit 1, ignoring high blood pressure or skipping medications. This is the habit I worry about the most because it's the most common and the most deadly. High blood pressure doesn't cause pain. It doesn't come with visible symptoms. That's why it's known as the silent killer. You can feel perfectly fine while your heart, brain, and kidneys are being damaged every day. Too many seniors skip their medications because they feel okay. They think, I don't need it today, or I'll refill the prescription next week, or worse, I'm cured. But missing even a few doses can cause dangerous spikes in blood pressure, and I've seen those spikes lead directly to strokes, heart attacks, or heart failure. I've treated patients who collapsed suddenly simply because they stopped taking their pills. Not because they were irresponsible, but because they didn't understand the risk. Let me be clear, your medication isn't optional, it's a lifeline. If you experience side effects, don't stop to talk to your doctor. There are always alternatives, adjusted doses, or new generation medications that work better for your body. Here's how to stay consistent. Monitor your blood pressure at home. Keep a diary and share it with your doctor. Take your medication at the same time each day. Use alarms, pill organizers, or the Senior Health Tracker app. Build it into your routine like brushing your teeth. Make it non-negotiable. High blood pressure thickens the heart muscle, narrows arteries, and eventually causes the heart to wear out. But the amazing thing, it's completely manageable if you take it seriously. One small pill a day can protect you from a lifetime of suffering. Don't take chances with your life. Take control today, and your heart will keep beating strong tomorrow. Your heart has been fighting for you. Fight for it. Your heart has worked tirelessly for you every second of your life, pumping, pushing, and supporting every breath, every laugh, every memory you've ever had. But now, after 60, it needs your help. Your heart is still strong. It still wants to carry you forward, but it can't do it alone. Every choice you make now matters more than ever. Every step you take, every meal you eat, every pill you remember, it all adds up. As a heart doctor, I've seen too many patients ignore the little signs, the soft warnings until it was too late. But the truth is, you still have time. You have the power to change your path, and it starts with one step. Choose one habit to change today. Just one. Replace your salty snack. Take that walk. Turn off the TV an hour earlier. Drink more water. Take your meds on time. Then move on to the next habit tomorrow. Your heart doesn't need perfection. It just needs consistency, care, and your attention. And if you ever feel overwhelmed, remember you're not alone. Tools like the Senior Health Tracker app are here to make things easier. Use it to track your meals, set medication reminders, monitor your blood pressure, and get gentle guidance every day. It's designed just for you, and it's free to try. Your future self will thank you, your family will thank you, and most importantly, your heart will thank you, because it's never too late to start healing. Stay safe, stay strong, and take care of your heart every single day.